What's going on, guys? Welcome into another episode of
Milk Dogs.
We're coming back at you again this week with another episode of Milk Talk.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo woo.
Milk Talk, the unscripted, just random topics about football. Milk Talk.
Yeah, that's
America's favorite podcast.
America's up-and-coming favorite podcast.
Kelsey Brothers, never heard of them. Shouts to Zach.
Yeah, here we come. Moving up the list. One day at a time.
One video at a time.
One video at a time. But what are we going to get into this week, Gage?
Well, I think it's week 10. We should probably start talking about playoff teams.
Like who we're thinking has a chance, like contenders and pretenders?
Yeah, like, we know the basic people who's getting in, right? Like, we know probably the Dolphins, probably the Ravens, the Chiefs.
49ers. Lions.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's a lot of pretenders out there, like the Browns, like potentially the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Jets are a massive pretender. I mean, their defense is great. Yeah. Their offense just can't stay on the field, which wins their defense. It has their defense winded on the sideline, coming out there all game.
Yeah.
When you got to play, when you're on the field, more than half the game. When you don't want to be.
Yep, I can imagine. Just like, please, Zach, please just make a touchdown, please. Give it to Breece Hall more.
I think a serious team that might be a pretender is definitely like Falcons. They're almost 500. They're definitely a pretender.
They're 4-5, right?
Yeah. So they're right there on the edge of being in the playoffs.
I don't trust that whole group, really. I mean, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, big talents, right? Yeah. But, I mean, they got Ritter, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Heineke is starting again.
Heineke's starting, yeah. I forgot about Heineke.
I don't know if it's because Ritter's hurt, because Ritter was hurt last week.
Right.
But I don't think he's hurt. And I think Arthur Smith was like, we're going to stick with Heineke.
I mean, he didn't really do terrible with the Commanders.
Or whatever his name is.
Hinkie?
Yeah.
He didn't do terrible with the Commanders last year.
Nah, I mean he's played there 2 years. I mean he ain't not saying he's that guy, not elite, but he's also not like
terrible.
He's like an average. He's right in the middle. Average quarterback. He's like 30-something. He's like 31, I think.
Yep.
He's up there. He played in, I want to say, the USFL the first year they had it before COVID, and that's where he came from. That's why they picked him up, I believe. Him and P.J. Walker, they were the two.
I didn't know P.J. Walker was there, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure
he has not translated.
Yeah, him and Heineke, they sit there and were both in the USFL and got brought up.
And look where they're at now, backups.
Dude, I mean, making way more money than you were in the USFL.
Yeah. I mean, everyone always says their dream job is to be a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Dude, yeah, you make like $10 million a year, $8 to $10 million a year.
And don't play a game.
And don't play a game.
You hope you don't play a game.
I mean, even if you do play a game, you're just like, fuck it. What do I got to lose?
Well, I mean, Gardner Minshew, he's got everything to lose now. He's like, fuck, I gotta do it all.
Yeah, that's another team that's probably a pretender. The Colts. I don't feel like their offense is strong enough to do anything, and I think their defense is pretty much mid-level.
It's not the worst in the NFL. Their defense, it's fine, but like it's not top 10 or anything.
But what I'm saying is, in the AFC, you got the Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Dolphins, Bills. That's 5. You only get 7 teams in. The Colts aren't even in there. The Jags, there's 6.
The Jags,
there's 6.
That's a team that's awesome making the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's 6 AFC teams right there. Who are they
almost
beating?
Guaranteed, really.
Yeah, that's 6. So, like, the 7th spot it's fighting. You got the Chargers out there, your Chargers out there. You got the Jets because they're 4-4 technically, even though we both think they're on their way out. You got
Aaron Rodgers.
You got the Colts, they're 4-5, I believe. because they haven't had a bye yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, you got them three right there. It's just, it's a lot of congestion right there in the middle.
I mean, even the Raiders have a chance too.
Even the Raiders, they're 4-5, and they looked solid last week. I know it was against the Giants, but their team gelled together and put out, a great performance.
Yeah, I mean, they got cigars. That would amp up anyone.
Yeah, Max Crosby, dude, he's a great player.
The
dude.
GOAT.
Dude, honestly. I enjoy watching him. Dude, the fact that he plays 98% of the snaps on defense, he doesn't stop every time he's in the backfield. Dude, that's just incredible.
Putting so much pressure on the QB every time.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fun to watch.
Dude, he is so fun to watch. All tatted up. And then, at the end of the game, he's just like, hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Thanks for playing with us, type stuff.
I mean, you got to root for the guy. He's got such a good story.
Yeah.
He's been sober for a few years now. He came a long way. Dude, he deserves it.
He is good. But, like we just said, that whole middle is congested. It's just so congested. So,
oops.
Yeah, I just don't think the Colts are a team that's getting in.
No, I mean, they got JT, they got Michael Pittman, they got Josh Downs, who looks pretty promising. Yeah. But without Anthony Richardson, I feel like they're not going to get there this year. I think AR is good. I think he's good.
I think with AR,
it's a different team, for
sure.
Their
team is less effective.
You think so?
I do.
Really?
Because, AR only started 13 games in his career before the NFL, okay? He didn't play in high school. He didn't play his first 2 years in college, okay? So, junior comes out, blows the shit out the water, okay? Goes out, has a crazy-ass pro day, breaking all the records of quarterbacks, which is cool, but, what kind of quarterback you need to jump fucking 78 inches in the air? None. What kind of quarterback you need to do a fucking broad jump? Fucking wild?
I mean, one that's running down the field.
What kind of quarterback you need out here doing fucking crazy ass routes? None. Come on, dude.
He's the next Lamar Jackson.
Lamar don't do that stuff.
I know.
But I'm just saying.
That's why he's the next.
No. You can't compare someone that Lamar didn't get hurt his rookie year, played every game, to somebody that's got hurt every game he's been in. That's two people you can't compare.
What was that? Double concussion and the elbow surgery?
The first game, he got hurt because he got slammed on the ground. They just pulled him out. It was the last two plays of the game. Didn't really matter. Then, week 2, they're playing the Texans. He gets hurt. Taken out. Minshew starts the next game. He goes back in, gets hurt again, concussed, taken out. And then the last game, he gets his AC joint. He gets tackled on his AC joint.
Well, I think what you just said goes back to that about him not really playing football that much at all before the NFL. These are just going to come in waves, and I think he'll eventually learn to not be so injury prone. Kind of how Tua has been this year. Last year, Tua just got destroyed, and this year he's came out here and just
Tua has been way better this year than last year. I give him that, but still the Dolphins can't beat anybody. Anybody with a winning record, they're like, well, I can't beat you.
They try.
Yeah.
They won week 1.
Dude, I feel like one thing that, might be overlooked, that I feel like all these younger people coming into the league, right, are getting hurt more, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're, training their bodies that well, or even going through the same kind of motion to prevent injuries, okay? If you watch a quarterback show on Netflix, right, Mahomes, it does the same training all the time during the offseason. He's had the same trainer since he was 6, right? He had that fucking privilege, okay? His dad played in the MLBs, okay? So
when you're rich, you grow up rich.
Yeah. So, he had the privilege of doing that.
Was such a dumb quote. Oh, my God.
Yeah. But
listen, if you grow up rich, you have way more opportunities than someone who grows up poor. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, man, that's true. That's 100% true. But what I'm saying is I feel like all these younger people coming into the league are not conditioning their body to take hits from people that are professionals.
Yeah.
They're like
3 times their size.
Yeah. So like when they're in college, right? There's so many college teams. There's like 176, I think.
Too many for me to keep up with.
There's probably more than that. I think that's just D1 might only be like 90 something.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is don't quote me on that. I don't know how many there is exactly. But because there's only 25 relevant every year. But what I'm saying is, so in college, not all the college players are going to the NFL. They're not all great players.
Right.
They're not all studs. So you're going out playing like me and you. Like you got Justin Jefferson, you're trying to guard Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna happen.
And then
that's why he looks.
Then you go in the league and you're playing somebody that's better than you on the other side of the ball. Like that's their job to fucking stop you, and that's what they train their whole career to do. So like what I'm saying is all these younger people are getting hurt. We've seen way more injuries. I felt like this year than in my 31 years of watching football. I feel like there's been way more injuries this year than years prior. Even a couple added together, probably. Like I don't think I've ever seen 3 Achilles tears in one fucking year.
Yeah, I mean, 2 quarterbacks, a running back, J.K. Dobbins.
No, Cam Akers.
Oh yeah, J.K. had something else.
ACL. I think.
ACL. But yeah, people are just getting murdered out here.
Dude, yeah.
Nick Chubb. I mean,
it's just crazy.
And those are mostly veterans.
Yeah.
I mean, look at your team. Your team's had a lot of injuries this year too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like they're not really veterans because
Watson.
We got the youngest
Musgrave.
we got the youngest team in the league. So, the only veteran that's out, David Bakhtiari, go fuck himself. Like, dude, 3 years he's only played like 6 games.
Still paying him.
Still fucking paying him. Thank God. Let's keep him around the next year.
How much is that costing you?
I think it's $18 million a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Not worth it.
6 games for $18 million?
Yeah.
Let me get that.
No. That's in 3 years.
Oh, let me definitely get that.
$18 million a year.
2 games a year.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what, I doubt that's what he's actually getting, with his injury and stuff, because he's not playing. There's probably incentives and stuff. But what I'm saying is, these younger people, you've seen Anthony Richardson go down. You've seen fucking, who else has went down? Oh, A-Chan go down. You've seen,
Kyron Williams.
You've seen all these younger people coming in the league. Kyler Murray's only a couple years in, but he tore his ACL last year. But, Justin Jefferson got hurt. This is, third year in.
Hurt, yeah.
Like younger
Jamar
people.
Chase.
Jamar Chase is hurt. Third year in. Yeah, you just got all these younger people. T. Higgins, 3rd year in. Like,
just the list just keeps going on and on, really.
Yeah, within
Goddard. Goddard's kind of older, I guess.
Yeah, what I'm saying is 5 years and less, mostly. 5 years and less. There's a lot more people I feel like getting injured there. You take out like Rodgers and Kirk Cousins, right, of that injury list, and it's probably like, I don't know what the average age is. I would say it'd probably be like
25.
I'd say like 26, 27 with them two, and it probably drops down to about 25, 24 and a half, 25. Maybe like 28 to 25, something like that.
That's still pretty young though.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of other veterans too, like Mike Williams out for the season.
Yeah. Palmer apparently out,
Palmer.
He's only a couple years in though.
Just a lot of injuries. A lot of like Deshaun Watson. He was injured like half this season.
Yeah.
Even though he could have played, still don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
But just so many teams just taking massive hits. And then you got teams like like the Cowboys actually. Trevon Diggs. ACL. Yeah. Just so many teams just losing crucial players. So it really just completely changes the game. But the 49ers, it doesn't stop them. Their team's still stacked and they're losing. So
yeah. Yeah, Debo. Debo's been hurt, but
apparently he's come back this week, so he's been practicing.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I mean, everybody wants to say it's the turf versus the grass, but we've had the same thing for years now. I don't know why.
I feel like every so many years they just flip flop on what they say.
Yeah, I don't know about that because that's never been an argument till this year.
No, I'm pretty sure they were talking about turf last year. I thought that was a big thing last year.
No, the big thing last year was MetLife. So where the Jets and the Giants play, their turf they had last year, like for years now, right? There was just dead spots in the turf to where someone would
murder your ankle.
No, you would tear your ACL. You would step in it and it would tear your ACL. Like the way it wasn't like
a divot.
There was just like a divot where the fucking rubber pieces weren't there. That's what turf is. It's just artificial.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then it's just rubber pellets underneath it, and they didn't replenish certain spots. And
so you just run on that thing. Gone.
It would just be because most
I feel like that's a lawsuit.
Like Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah,
he didn't get hit towards ACL.
I remember that.
That's how it is. Like that's how it was for years.
It's a lawsuit, right?
No,
I feel like that shouldn't be allowed in a multi-billion-dollar entertainment company.
That's why that's one of the arguments of why people are trying to push for grass everywhere.
Yeah, but grass is also something you got to keep maintaining.
Yeah,
and open stadiums, right? Like what happens under the weather? Like it's just gonna get nasty. But people like watching that kind of stuff too, though.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like. What I say is a good stadium, right, is Arizona. Arizona's got a hell of a stadium, okay? Their field retracts outside, grows grass, retracts inside, paint the line. Retracts outside, grows grass like throughout the week and summer and shit, goes back inside. They got their whole field shifts out of the stadium. Their whole field shifts back into the stadium.
I'm not to look that up because I do not know anything about that. That sounds cool, though.
Yeah, I mean... That's how it's been for a couple years now.
I can't say I've really looked at that many stadiums. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean most of them are probably turf, domes.
I mean it's probably cheaper.
Domes
easier.
are probably turf. Oh fuck yeah, you ain't got to cut it.
Yeah, you never have to deal with it. You don't have to pay for maintenance or anything.
Yeah, I mean you still got to maintenance it.
I mean you still got to put lines. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to maintenance it. You got to put the pellets. You got to replenish those.
Apparently not.
Yeah. I mean, there was obviously, something happening up there in MetLife. But I feel like this year has been like more of a thing. And I think David Bakhtiari is leading the drum when he's seen Rodgers go down. Like, because him and Rodgers, I'm telling you, Gage, are like this. They're like...
Best buds.
They are. Which is awesome. But, like, at the same time, bro, like, it'd be nice to see you help our team out. That you're supposed to be... That's paying you.
Paying you that big bucks too.
Yeah. To sit on the sideline. But, what else we got?
Well,
we didn't talk about the NFC, but
yeah.
I mean the AFC is more congested.
Yeah. A lot of powerhouses. But
I mean that's what sucks when you get to the Super Bowl though. Like you guys are beating the shit out of each other in the playoffs. You can get to the Super Bowl, your asses are kicked. Then the NFC, maybe two teams are kicking ass, and then they're not even as wore out when they get there.
Speaking of Super Bowl, who are we gonna see there?
I'm not gonna say the Super Bowl, but I'll say my Final Four. Tell you my Final Four. AFC, it's gonna be, I think the Bengals, Jags.
Ooh.
AFC Championship game. NFC, Lions, 49ers.
That would be fun to watch. Lions 49ers. I really do hope the Lions go that far.
Yeah.
I like the Lions.
I mean, dude, I'm not, they're in my division, right? There's not even a team in my division I truly, can't stand, right? Like most teams, you hate the division. I don't want to, every time we play them, I want to beat them, obviously. But, I care less.
Well, like, I mean, you watch the Hard Knocks too, so
I hate the Cowboys and I hate the Colts. Okay, with a passion. That's like the same level of hate. I can't explain why, and I mean that's just what it is. I just hate them so much.
He hates them, guys.
I literally
even though
do.
The Cowboys are his second favorite team.
Never.
He hates them.
No, I don't have a second favorite.
The Cowboys.
No, I mean I like players in the league.
Yeah. I mean I like watching certain players too.
Yeah, but I don't think I have a. I guess I'd have to say the Vikings are the least favorite in my division.
Really?
Just because I love the Bears. You know why? Because I love playing them. Because it's the oldest rivalry in the game. That's the NFL. No, that's the NFL in a nutshell. Them two teams.
Yeah. Because
they're the oldest two. And they've been a rival forever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that game is just, even if we suck, right? Like, this year, neither one of us going to make the playoffs.
But you still beat them.
That's what we hope for, right? Like, week 18, it's not going to mean nothing to most people, but Bears and Packers fans have been watching that shit. Okay? Because, we want to
win. Yeah. And that's fun, too. I mean, gives you more to, like, root for.
Yeah. I mean, we're just finding our way, Hopefully Jordan Love and them, they start, growing together and stuff, prospering, doing something. I mean, other than sucking dick.
Well, I hope they're not doing that back there. But, no, I mean, it's going to take time. He's never been the starter. Obviously, they kind of, like, gutted your wide receivers.
Yeah. And, like, that's one thing that people compared, right? So, like, Rodgers, his first year went 6-10, his first year. But he had, Donald Driver. He had Greg Jennings. He had wide receivers that had already established themselves with Favre for, like, 5-6 years. Okay? So, Jordan Love's got Christian Watson that hasn't done a damn thing. And then,
Trey's favorite wide receiver.
And then Romeo Doubs, who's obviously our number one wide receiver. And then Dontavius Wicks that we just drafted this year. And Jaden Reed. And Luke Musgrave. That's our wide receivers, okay, and our tight end.
So, Musgrave's cool.
Musgrave is cool. But, like, that's what I'm saying is you got a couple 2-year, second years in the league, and then a handful of fucking rookies. That's who Jordan Love's throwing to.
I mean, it's definitely going to take some time. I mean, we're kind of in the same boat, too, with our receivers. I mean, we got two of our best receivers down.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Keenan Allen and, like, basically randos.
Yeah, but what the thing is, though, you got to be thankful to have Keenan Allen because how long he's been in the league. Okay,
the dude's just a stud.
He's a good dude. Like, right? Like, he's probably in there telling him, helping everybody else
absolutely.
out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hopefully, he tells Quentin Johnson some more too.
I mean, what's Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs are saying? Hey, bro, look,
you play the new Fortnite, bro? OG Fortnite. You guys been playing it?
Look, bro, we played with Rodgers last year, and now we're playing with Love for the first time.
This sucks.
This I don't know what we're doing. Like, we're trying to grow together. What they should be doing is
they're over there trading AJ Dillon sports cards.
No, what they're doing is they're probably on their farming with AJ Dillon. They got their farm set up right next to his.
Hey, there you go.
Farm simulator.
Hey, you can't knock it, Trey.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's many, NFC teams, right? You got the 49ers, Lions, Cowboys, Eagles. Those are 4.
I mean, those are all really solid teams, really.
Yeah, that's the 4. Who else we throwing in there? That's like for sure going to the playoffs. Giants, Cardinals, and Panthers, Bears all out.
Potentially Vikings. Vikings can make a shot. I mean, they won like 4 in a row.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah. Problem is, dude, Josh Dobbs is cool.
He looked like he's gonna get there, honestly.
Yeah.
And when JJ comes back, obviously he's gonna bump his roll up too.
Yeah. I mean,
he's gonna have a better receiver.
Then you got the middle of the pack. You got you got this. I mean, the whole NFC South. You got the Saints. Not the whole.
I don't believe in the Saints.
You got the Saints, Bucks, or Falcons.
I don't believe in any of them.
You got one of them 3 got to make it. So one of those 3.
I guess
because the other one's the Panthers and they're out. Okay, so
I guess I'd want the Bucks out of that. I guess I don't really want any of them.
Yeah, but right now it stands Saints, Falcons, Bucks.
Yeah. But Bucks played a hell of a game last week too.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying is you got them 3 right, and then You got the Vikings. I mean, I guess you could throw us in there. We got 3 wins because the Bucks have 3 wins. So,
Possible.
like, technically they're in. I mean, that's all in the same mix. And then you got the Commanders. Giants are out.
I don't know if the Commanders make it. I really don't.
Then you got the Seahawks.
Seahawks been flopping.
Seahawks, Rams. So that's all. So we got 4 in the NFC. One's going to be a wild card team because the Eagles and Cowboys, they both can't have home games. So right now
regardless, those 2 teams are going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they're never not in these last few years. So
yeah,
they'll be there.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like the NFC is kind of wide open, and then the AFC has 1 spot open. It's
for the Chargers.
You hope.
I hope.
Yeah. That's what you open.
God, I hope Goff drinks some more Kool-Aid whenever he's on his way to LA.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need him to suck balls.
Yeah.
Please. I'm just scared of the Lions and the Ravens, man.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Dude, another thing I wanted to bring up though, Gage, in this talk. Dude, these refs and some of these calls they've been making, bro. Like, everybody's always debating about the tush push, right?
We talked about it.
No one cares, right? Like, I don't care.
It's a QB
It's a
sneak.
fucking play.
Who cares?
Yeah. But, like...
It's not pretty to look at, but who cares?
I mean...
They win games with it.
In the Green Bay game against the Rams, right? We had 2 offsides calls on our offense when they were lined up fine. Like, I don't understand. They're indirectly trying to get rid of it by punishing teams that are trying to get a QB sneak on 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Because we got them both times. We got like 3 yards both times. But that penalty set us back to 4th and 6. We had to punt it.
I just don't think... I mean, I didn't watch your game, so I don't really know. But if they're going to do it to one team and not all the teams, I feel like that's unfair. I think that it should just be in the game. I don't think that should be called, especially if they weren't offsides.
Yeah. I mean, dude, when they're lined up, like you said, in a V formation.
Yeah. They're like stacked here, and then they got people behind them to push.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, and then like other calls, right? Like roughing the passer, okay? Like, dude.
Man, I don't like that call. I mean, obviously, sometimes it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you just release the ball and then you get hit, they're calling that sometimes.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, dude, watching the Jets Chargers game, right? Herbert's getting fucking slow on the ground. No roughing the passer. But anybody else, like, dude, we're playing the Vikings, right? And and Rashad Gary hits fucking Cousins after he throws it, okay? Lands on all 4. None of his weight hits him. Roughing the passer. I'm like, dude, like none of his weight is even on him. Or the Eagles-Cowboys game, right? Fucking Hassan Reddick comes around the edge. Dak throws it. He hits him, grabs him so he doesn't fall. He's trying to help him from falling. And the ref's like, no, roughing the passer. I'm like, dude, like if somebody's intentionally trying to hit somebody, then I get it. Throw the motherfucker. But like, dude, like Hassan Reddick trying to catch him, Rashad Gary landing on all 4s. Like, dude, you got...
Just like over him?
Yeah. Yeah, like he fell. Kirk Cousins fell. He landed on him on all 4s. Like, he landed on all 4 of his,
Yeah.
his hands and knees. And fucking, instead of landing his whole body on him.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah. Like, it's just... Some of these calls are getting out of fucking control now. Okay? Like...
I mean, I feel like every year you always have some super bogus calls.
I know, but like, dude, I don't understand why they're like trying to amplify some of them.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe they're getting paid.
Yeah. I mean, they are getting paid. That's what their job is.
Back to that Herbert sack where he's getting wrangled to the ground. In that interview, they're like, "What do you think about Keenan's really like amazing throw?" In case you didn't see it, he like grabbed it with one hand and like somersaulted in the air. Like, let's go. I did not.
I look just like him.
Thank you.
I just seen Keenan Allen in the room, guys. Keenan Allen, everybody. 10,000 yards.
I'm white. But anyway, yeah, they asked Justin, they're like, "What do you think about his amazing catch?" He's like, "I don't know. I was on the ground. I didn't see it." Just getting destroyed back there.
Yeah. That's another problem in the NFL, dude. a lot of teams ain't got a fucking offensive line.
No.
People are getting sacked left and right.
The Jets don't. I don't know who else don't.
I mean, obviously the Commanders don't. Fucking Sam Howell's on his way to fucking breaking records.
We're breaking his neck. One of the two.
Yeah. Dude, one thing that irritates me in the NFL too is fucking the tapping. No. Dude, so I guess in everybody's, contract, they got incentives, okay?
Right.
That's cool. And probably most of them, I guess, are keep your completion percentage over 70%.
Yeah. So just hold on to the ball and take a sack.
Take a sack.
That's
fucking annoying as fuck. Or I don't remember what game I was watching. There was a quarterback that ran and slid for -1 yard. So took a sack. Like he made it out of the pocket. It would look like he was about to take off running. Seen linebacker coming. He slid behind the line of scrimmage. I'm like, just throw the motherfucker away. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Completion, man. They gotta get that money.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like
$1 million is not enough. I want the extra $10K.
Dude, they don't need to put that in the fucking contract.
No, I mean
because that's stupid.
It causes a lot of dumb plays.
Dude, yeah, like you're 1st and 10, right? Instead of throwing it out of bounds, getting down to 2nd and 10, you're like, no, fuck it. 2nd and 17 sounds much better. Says who?
I know Herbert don't have that clause. That dude just be throwing it out half the fucking time.
I know, but there's a lot of people I just watch.
I feel like Dak has that. Have you seen Dak? Dak's holding on that ball for dear life when he's sacked. He does not throw it away ever.
Dude.
Like, he's holding that thing.
Jalen Hurts doesn't throw it away.
Yeah, Jalen doesn't either.
Yeah.
They gotta have that clause.
Dude, it has to be. It has to be in their contract. It has to be a fucking incentive.
I'm gonna start watching out for that.
Dude, I'm telling you. Like, dude,
everybody watch that.
Like, dude, even like when they're running out, dude, if they just tossed it out of bounds, right? You sit there and get the play right there. They're like, no, fuck this. I want a 4-yard loss. I'm gonna run out of bounds. Why? Why are you doing that?
Screw the game. I want the money.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Love has the lowest completion percentage in the league because he just
that's not his contract.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck if it is or not.
I mean, yeah.
I don't get it.
It's a new age, man. It's like it's what you were saying about oh boy. Oh my gosh, can't think of his name. Quarterback college.
Yeah, Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, how he wants to get like percentage in his team, and he wants all this money and his incentives. Like, people just want the money, and you can't really blame them for that. I mean, they just want the bag, but at the same time, it kind of ruins the sport.
Yeah, and
like,
I feel like
it's not fun to watch someone who just doesn't give a fuck about it and just wants some money.
Yeah, and that's why that's why I respect like people like Mahomes and stuff that like train to fucking win.
Or the people that take cuts, like Brady did.
Yeah, like Brady.
Have a better team.
AJ Hawk on the McAfee show, right? He took a cut every year to stay on the Packers. Like, it's just awesome seeing people take Aaron Jones. That's why, like, if I was ever going to buy an offensive player for Green Bay, I only own, like, defensive player fucking jerseys. If I was ever to own an offensive one, it was going to be Aaron Jones. Because I highly respect that motherfucker for, always taking it. Aaron Rodgers never did. He went to the New Jersey, though, and he's like, fuck it, I'll take a pay cut. Bitch, what? What?
It's like, I want all my boys here.
Yeah.
Lazard,
how's that
get
doing
over
for him?
here.
Yeah, how's that doing for him? Lazard and
Cobb.
Randall Cobb.
Does he even start? I feel like I didn't see Cobb at all during our Monday game.
Cobb never starts. He barely fucking plays. He's probably injured. Probably stubbed his toe walking in the facility or something. I don't know. Cobb was awesome when he came out of college, but
Cobbage.
Yeah, had Cobbage. Now he's garbage. Garbage is garbage.
Please turn this into a short.
Garbage is garbage.
Is there anything else you want to throw on there, Trey?
No, not really. I mean,
a little longer milk talk, but I mean that's what we kind of want it to be—a little raw, unfiltered, and talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Just listen to it on your way home and stuff,
Yeah. Listen to that garbage is garbage.
Garbage and garbage.
Huh. Everybody get down.
Hey, he was on the Manning cast Monday.
Nah, I seen that. I cannot watch that shit.
It's so bad.
I can't watch the Manning cast.
It can be fun, like watching the clips, but there's no way I'm watching the whole game with Payne and Eli.
Dude,
I do like them, but
like, why am I gonna watch you when I gotta listen to fucking like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman do the same thing? But you know,
they're talking about the game.
I'm not looking at their face or in their house.
I think Eli's in his house. I think Payne is in the studio, right? I think so. The dude was doing like different play calls. Did you see him?
Nah, I don't.
I just saw a clip of it.
I don't watch them. You know, I feel like the same thing with Thursday Night Football and how they got LeBron James and them.
The barbershop. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I'm not a fan of that. I think that's just kind of stupid.
You're having somebody that doesn't know a damn thing about the sport talk about the sport. At least Peyton and Eli's won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They won 2 apiece. They've been to 6 together. Like, at least that's a thing.
At least, yeah. At least they know what the game is.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why, you know, I enjoy listening to Tony Romo when he's commentating because, you know.
Yeah, he played for all the years.
He played for all them years, but, like, he's like, you know, you're watching the game and he's like, yeah, they're probably going to do this route right here, and they fucking do it. And I'm like,
holy shit.
Damn, bro.
It's like he was a quarterback.
Yeah. And it's like, he was a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys that went 8-8 every fucking year.
Trey's second favorite team. Ooh.
No. Second favorite team to lose.
That's a lie. Don't even say that. That's your team, Trey.
It's not my team.
Second favorite
It's Trice's team. It's George's team. It's not my team.
I'm going to buy him a Micah Parsons jersey.
A10 Will Hype. Brian Hoyer. Hey, he said right here, we should get a cutout of him as you get a cutout of fucking his body and put a Brian Hoyer jersey on it.
Listen, if he sends us a picture, every video of Milk Talk, we will edit him just sitting here. The whole video.
And a Brian Hoyer jersey?
Yeah, we'll Photoshop it.
He's got to put Hang 10 up, though.
He has to.
Yeah.
But alright, guys. That'll do it for Milk Talk. Episode 2. We hope you guys like this kind of content.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as always, you know.
Let us know if you do. If you don't, tell us. If our microphones still sound like robots, tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All the feedback, we do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to make the videos better. More content, better content for everybody.
One milk jug at a time.
Yeah. Ew.
All right. See you guys in the next one.
Like, subscribe.
Peace.
We out.